find when I do these videos every single day, I start to feel better in my core. It starts feeling a little bit stronger. Your core is involved in breathing and sitting and standing. It's linked to your confidence because of your posture, and it's certainly linked to alleviating back pain. Likely, you need to work on your core. I know I do. And so that's why you're here at Feel Better with Lorin. I'm Lorin. Skip ahead to the exercise. I've made an index if you'd like to go straight to the exercise and you've already seen this instruction. If you want, hit like, subscribe, and notify, I guess. Personally, I'm just pleased that you found this video and you're watching. Holding a pose with your whole body will engage your core, and almost no matter what pose it is. And it's not the level of difficulty that's significant for us. Rather, it's the level of engagement for your body. Maybe you bend your knees a little in downward dog, or you let your knees touch the ground during a plank, or you straighten your knees a little bit during a lunge. I guess really it's about your knees. It's customizing the pose to find your own personal edge, where all your body is comfortably engaged. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We want to be able to do a video tomorrow. But today, we'll put a little bit more attention specifically on your core. Follow along and keep yourself engaged, whatever that looks like for you. The bonus is as you find yourself getting more tuned, you'll modify the poses less, and you'll really notice that progress. Let's take a look at the moves for core on the floor. Let's look at today's moves. We'll start in the center. We'll get rid of our breath. We're going to fold over that we've done before just to sort of stretch out our back a little bit. We're going to be using all our core muscles, which is our back and our lower back and our lower and all our stomach muscles, all those bits. So stretch out a little bit to begin with. We'll go back from there into happy baby pose, and then we're going to go into a one-legged bridge. You can do two if you want. The great thing about one-legged bridge is because you're balancing, you have to stabilize with your core muscles. So again, you're digging in with your heel, you're tucking your shoulder blades underneath your back, and you're lifting up and you're holding. You keep everything engaged as well. Again, you don't want to hurt yourself. You don't have to do it. You can do two legs on the ground if you want for a bridge pose. We'll come up, we'll rock ourselves up, and that's by keeping ourselves completely engaged here. As you rock, a little bit of momentum will bring us up to what's called boat pose. Boat because you're looking to a V. You're balanced on your hips here. You want to keep your back as straight as you can. You don't want to end up rolling over. You're engaging your core. After we've held that for a few moments, with our feet engaged, our legs out, we're going to row our boat that we're in, put our hands together and side to side, rowing there. From there, cross our legs and just sort of roll over, and from there into a forearm plank. Again, this helps us engage our core as well. Keep your hips at the same level as your shoulders, and keep your shoulder blades spread apart. Tuck your tailbone a little bit, and that engages yourself even more. We'll relax down to what could be Sphinx pose or could be Cobra pose, but what we'll do today is a locust pose. Locust like grasshopper, and that is our arms reaching back and up and our quads off the ground and pulling ourselves back, and that engages everything on the back. You can't help but feel that. Again, modify if you want to be doing something different than that. Back to child's pose, just to stretch it out. Take a breath for a second. Up to downward dog as we have been. Keep your legs bent a little bit if you want. One-legged dog on one side. And then we'll bring our knee to our chest and hold that. And then put our legs through and up to warrior two. Keeping this as much of a 90 degree as you can, which looks less in this angle for some reason. But anyways, your arm straight out, looking over your middle finger, and then we'll stretch backwards in it. And then again, using our core, so not falling onto our knee, using our core to hold ourselves up. So there's almost no pressure on our knee here, stretching over. And that's again, engaging everything there. From there, it's a short fall down to a runner's lunge, and then we'll put our leg back and do a three-legged plank. Keep everything engaged. The balance again helps us engage our core. Back to our normal plank, or you could go straight there if you want to, downward dog, and we'll do it on the other side the whole way. At the end of that, we'll come up and just do a forward fold, a little bit up, into a squat, and then onto our knees to sort of end it out. And we'll take a few breaths. So let's see what that looks like. So let's do big inhales through our nose. Breathe out all that stale air through our mouth. We'll continue doing everything else through our nose, breathing, opening our throat so it feels like we're fogging up a mirror, but with our mouth closed. So 3 nice big breaths in. Let's do a cross-legged forward fold, knees to the ground if we can. Breathe in to make some space, breathe out to relax into that for 3 breaths, and then we'll switch our legs. Breathe in. Let's switch our legs around. Breathe in. Hold the back of your legs and fall back down slowly to happy baby. Hold the outside of your feet or the back of your legs or your shins, wherever it's comfortable, and just sort of stretch our hips open a little bit. Relax everything here. Let's put our legs down. Our hands touch our heels. And then let's put one leg up in the air. I'll do my right leg. And let's push up to one-legged bridge. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath. Engage your core, engage your butt. Push up on your toes, and slowly down. And we'll do the other side. Left leg up in the air, and push up with your right. Breath in, put your legs back down. Just hug our knees to our chest for a second. And then hold onto the back of your thighs and just rock a little bit slowly. We're going to rock up to boat pose. Everything's engaged. I'll do one more. So balancing on our tailbone, keeping our back straight, chest forward, and everything engaged. Let's row our boat. 1, 2, keep everything engaged the whole time. 3, cross our heels, and roll to the front and back onto a forearm plank. Do the other plank if you want. Shoulders stretched apart, knee, elbows below the shoulders, hips the same height as our shoulders, and tuck your tailbone to engage that core. And slowly drop down onto your belly. You can move your hips for just a second there. It just loosens everything up for a moment. And then we're going to go into locust pose. So our arms go behind you. Your knees lift up off the mat. You pull everything up, almost like you're pulling up with your hands. Let's hold that for 3. Breathe in and relax for a second. And push back up to child's pose. Toes almost touching, knees apart. And just relax with your head on the floor. Now we're in the perfect position to tuck our toes and go up to downward dog. Let's just find that for a second. Pedal at your feet a little bit. Just sort of feel into that. I'm trying to keep a nice straight line from our wrists to our hips. Lift your hips up in the air. Now lift your left leg up in the air for 3-legged dog. And then a big breath in. And bring your knee to your chest. And push the ground away. And everything's engaged here as well. Up and rounded back as much as you can, pushing against the floor. Big breath in. And then breath out. Put your leg through between your hands and come up strong for warrior 2. So 45 degree at the back, front knee bent to 90 degree, and look over your middle finger. Let's do 3 breaths there. Again, you're tucking your tailbone so that you can't help but engage your core. And then a big breath in, and back all the way. You feel that stretch. And then using your core slowly forward to a side, just putting a little bit of pressure on your knee, but you're holding up with your core here. And slowly down to the ground to a runner's lunge. And then your left leg back for a three-legged plank. Put both of your feet on the ground if you want. Again, you're stabilizing with your one leg up. Then go back to normal plank. And then back to downward dog. And somehow downward dog is nice and relaxing. Then breath in and your right leg up for three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale and put your right leg to your chest and push that ground away. Everything's engaged. And then inhale and put your foot in between your hands. And rising up to warrior two on the other side. Looking over your middle finger. Tucking your tailbone again. Your core is engaged here. Just holding everything is engaging everything. And inhale back. And exhale, using your core, holding yourselves up, and lunging forward to that side. There's a stretch. Things are engaged. And then down to runner's lunge on this side. Your right leg back for a three-legged plank. And then two-legged plank. And then downward dog. And then walk back to the mat there. And just hang and relax. In a forward fold. Keep your legs as straight as you can. Just so it feels good. Hang your head. Then inhale, halfway lift. Your back's nice and straight. And forward fold. And inhale down to a squat. Keep your back as straight as you can. Your triceps inside your knees and push a little bit there. Just helps to feel your back nice and straight as you can. If you want, you can sort of roll out your hands a little bit. That sometimes feels good. And let's just drop our knees down. And sit on your heels. And everything can relax a little bit more. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your night. Enjoy the middle of the day. Do that a few times and we'll see you in the next video. Always talk to your healthcare professional before starting a new regime. If you experience pain, discomfort, or dizziness, slow down or stop. These videos will become easier each day, but if it doesn't feel right today, go slower or move to another video.